Welcome back to another episode of Plant-Based Dads. I'm Joey. If you watch this channel with any regularity, you know that I absolutely love Mexican food. One of my favorite Mexican dishes is refried beans. So I've got a great refried beans recipe that you can make at home in the Instant Pot in like 45 minutes. No soaking, no oil. It's all whole food plant-based and it's done. This recipe is part of my Vegan on a Budget series, baby. The only cost in the recipe really is the beans, the onion, and the garlic. And if you already have onion and garlic at home, the beans are nothing. I got the beans for $1.65, I think it was, at Sprouts. I'm not sure the exact price. I'll post it here. For £1 in the bulk bin. And the onion and garlic I had, I mean, the onion was maybe 50 cents. Let's say the garlic, the few pieces of garlic was 50 cents. So for $2, I got a whole thing of beans that I made in the Instant Pot, which is about 10 servings. That's a great deal. This is one of my family's favorite meals. They love this on burritos. They love to have it on top of baked potatoes, and they just love to eat it by itself. It makes a really good dip. Look how thick this is. I mean, that's absolutely delicious. So good. My Instant Pot refried beans recipe is a whole food plant-based recipe. It's good for you. It's easy to make. It all happens in one pot, and it's oil-free and fat-free. This recipe is so much more tastier than canned refried beans. And it freezes really well too. Here's how we did it.
Sort through and prepare a pound of dry pinto beans. Rinse under cold water until clean. Leave them to dry off a bit until you are ready for them. Dice 1 medium onion. Dice 4 to 6 garlic cloves. Plug in your Instant Pot and choose the saute feature. Give the pot a minute or two to get hot and then add a few tablespoons of water. Remember, we are not using oil to saute, so add water as needed during the saute process. Add the diced onions. Add the diced garlic. Give it a good stir. Keep adding a bit of water as needed so it doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan like it did here. Saute for 5 minutes until the onions are fragrant and translucent. Turn off the Instant Pot. While the pan is still hot, add the rinsed pinto beans. Add 1 teaspoon of chili powder. Add 1 teaspoon of cumin. Add 1 teaspoon of salt. Add 6 cups of water. At this point, you can add a 7-ounce can of diced green chilies, but I didn't because my son doesn't like them. Give it a good stir. Put the cover on the Instant Pot. Lock the lid in place. Set the vent to sealing position. Set your Instant Pot to cook on high pressure for 35 minutes. Once the Instant Pot is done cooking, let the steam dissipate naturally. When the stainless steel pressure pin drops into the cover, it's ready to open. I like to drain out about half a cup of liquid. You can drain out more or less depending on how thick or runny you like your refried beans. I like them thick. Use an immersion blender and blend until desired thickness. I like them pureed. Pour the beans into a container. They will be runny at this point. Don't worry, they will stiffen up greatly in the fridge, but they are absolutely ready to eat now if you need to serve them in a hurry. Store in the fridge for a few hours to thicken. After a few hours, give it a good mix. You can see here that these beans are nice and thick. They are now ready to serve.
Alright guys, you can see here that I've got some of my beans right here. These are so delicious. And what goes better with beans than cheese? I mean, I may be vegan, but I'm not crazy. This is my cashew-based nacho cheese. I've got a link right here to that video, so you can check that out. This is really good also. Check out this recipe while you're home and got plenty of time. It's so good. Once you do this, you're never gonna buy canned beans again. It's just so simple and it's so much better. All right guys, that's our video for today. Hit the like button, show us some love. What's not to like? We've got Mexican food. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button, click on the red bar. We'll let you know every time we have a new video, usually every Monday. And please leave a comment. Let us know what your thoughts are. Do you love refried beans? Is it just too much of a hassle to make them in the Instant Pot and throw them in the refrigerator for the week? It's really good if you're doing meal prep on Sunday nights. These beans will last all week. All right, we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.